Welcome back, Smooth in Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. We're just hopping on here doing a little 30-minute live or so. So if you made it in here, love to talk. But in other news, we are a week away from flipping our house, and it's looking absolutely amazing. It is a week away. This was the grossest house grossest house on the entire block. And when you see that and you see the worst house, you always want to buy that one because all of the other houses keep that value of the small house and raise that price. So, say for instance, if the house next to it is 900 grand and the house is worth 300, 400 in like really bad condition, a lot smaller, right? And that house is gonna, if you fix it up and make it really nice, that house is going to be worth so much more than it should be, really. If you have that same house in a different location, it's not going to be priced as well. But the thing about having those comps and the neighbors and the road and the school system and everything, that is where you get the value. So we're in for 400. I'm hoping to sell it for like 7. That'd be amazing. Obviously, we have costs, but we've completely fixed absolutely everything in the house. It looks so beautiful. It's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. It was a a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and it was terrible. There was 4 levels of flooring that we had to fix. And so now it's all one level, very smooth, flooring all throughout it. And with that type of landscape, that type of flooring and floor plan adjustment, our kitchen is basically a $1 million kitchen. It's so big for that house, but it fits super perfectly. The way we reconstructed it. So super happy flipping this house. I'm gonna have a lot more free time to make YouTube videos, but with the market in the tank as it is, right? It's really bad. We are constantly pushing towards the next bear market. Bitcoin having March 2024, roughly sometime around there. But we are waiting for that catalyst to really shoot us up. Obviously, we could possibly have some gains before that, right? With just community driven stuff, right? We have a good pump, a good BNB pump, a good ETH pump, something to that matter. Obviously, everything follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin runs the whole thing, regardless if it's good technology or not. But the one thing that we have to look forward to is that we can follow that cycle. The cycle's been working flawlessly. Big pumps, big sell-offs, and the bigger the sell-off, the bigger the pump. So we're in that third, fourth class, right? You have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, right? Number one, number two, and then you have altcoins, and we're in that third class. So if Bitcoin goes up, drops 75, Ethereum's going to drop 85, we're going to drop 95, right? But the best part is, say Bitcoin does a 5x, right? Ethereum's going to do probably like a 10x, right? But altcoins are going to do 40, 50x, 100x, 10,000x. Like they just go crazy because the market cap and the liquidity is so low. And when that liquidity is low, it's obviously the most risky time to buy anything. But when you take a big amount of risk and hold on it and wait, you will have such a big reward at the end of the day because with the amount of liquidity that enters in and out of systems, right? You could have some, it could die out a little bit, but if the project is solid and during the bear market, people are getting out, but during the bull market, people want to hop into something that they know that has been working, that they've seen that bullish news and that utility, and really have that log of what happened during this time, what happened during the last bear market, what happened during this, I mean, bull market, what happened in this bear market. And when people look back and see, for instance, what Drip has done, right? Started out really low, went up to 200. It's back down now, right? But what have they released in that time, right? We already have Animal Farm out. The DAO on the Animal Farm is going to be coming out soon. We are right around the corner of fiat on and off ramps. That's insane. So someone finds out, right? Say they want to put fresh capital in versus taking capital away from their current projects that they're on, right? That fresh capital can just go boom, credit card in, no worries, instead of going from Coinbase to, the wallet, then to the DEX. What we're doing is eliminating the steps to get in. So think about on-ramping in the future, right? During the bull market. Someone hears about Drip. Drip's lasted 2.5 years, 3 years at that point, right? 3.5. They're going to see, okay, I want to get in, right? They get in, they're doing their thing. They want to get a friend in, right? All they have to do is just go right in through our on ramp and they can leave through our off ramp. So when this thing becomes mega viral again, obviously we know about it, but every single bull market that comes new investors. So the way it's going to happen, and it has happened since the beginning, it pumped, right? And it caught some more investors on that pump. It dropped. It will lose some of those investors, but there's still investors that stayed in and that are going to stay in. Then it pumps again. Same exact thing happens. Now there's more investors and some more leave, right? So we're going to be on the fifth pump, and this pump is arguably going to be one of the biggest pumps ever, and it might be the last pump that is really going to create just millionaires. I think long term, obviously, it will, but I think this is going to be the most catastrophic uprise of price, and the reason that is because we have a lot of legislation coming in for stablecoins, for instance, and obviously you don't want regulation on crypto. I don't, to be honest. But for crypto to be that next level, right? The regulation that they need is at least stable coins, because when the stable coins can be used for regulation, now they can be used for payments. Now they can be used for money transfers, peer-to-peer transactions. They'll be treated more like dollars rather than crypto, right? So obviously, stable coins, they need that backing for companies to buy them, right? So if the first step is the most stable of them all by being a stable coin, companies will then take those stable coins and it will slowly become right in to the right into the market. So they'll start with the stable coins, go into other projects. Obviously, they might not go the riskiest right away. They might just kind of stick with the blue chips, you know what I mean? But overall, very bullish for the whole ecosystem of crypto. And once that big money comes in, we don't need big money to come into Drip, right? We don't need big money to come into Animal Farm. All we need to do is do our thing, onboard the people we need to onboard, keep creating utility, and ride the wave that Bitcoin has set for all of us, right? Bitcoin rips a wave, right? Tsunami. What happens? Ripple effects right behind it. So when the tsunami hits, the other little waves behind it that are still pretty damn big are going to be going and hitting it. They're going to be hitting everything. So we're just going to ride this Bitcoin bull market to the absolute top. It happens every time. You see tons of altcoins in and out, 10x, 10x, 100x, 50x, 100, boom, boom. They go up, they drop. But Drip, and the whole ecosystem, Animal Farm and Drip, if they create this utility and really, really push to make alter like, if you can do so much with it, if you can lend and get a loan on it, that's unreal. If you could do, drip, dogs, pigs, if you do all of those and take a loan out against those, that would be so bullish. But if you can take a loan on all of the assets that you have or that are in the animal farm, how much more bullish is that? You have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cake. I mean, stablecoin. You can take loans out against all of that. And when you take a loan out, right? Not financial advice. It might be different in your district or country or whatever it is. But the United States, if you take a loan out against something, you cannot be taxed on that loan. So instead of taking the money you get, selling it, creating a taxable event, you collateralize your loan, your coins to get a loan out against them. So, hey, we're going to take a little off the top, right? But you can have a big percentage of your bag. We're just going to take a little bit, right? When Drip or Animal Farm or Forex Shark releases this, right? This is going to create so much utility, and so many people are holding these coins in the system, right? In their wallet. And the biggest thing is that if we can take those and take them out of the system, right? And take them out of the wallet and take a loan out against them, regardless if we collateralize or over collateralize, right? We are going to take them out of wallets and that will go into tax vault or held completely off grid. So they will not be in circulating supply anymore, right? This is the ticket to get back to where we were in the past, right? With the amount of coins we have in circulating supply, and obviously it's going up every single day. Once these little utilities come and start ticking away and start eating at it every day, right? There's only one thing that can happen with price and circulating supply. Price goes up, circulating supply goes down because people are locking up, people are using them, people are sending them, people are holding them, right? And different yield farms and all types of different things. But I hold on a second. Yeah. All right. Cool. 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 So, in the event of Bitcoin going up, it is inevitable that things will go back up through time, through experimentation on the crypto thing. There's been Bitcoin is dead, crypto is dead narrative since the beginning, right? But the speculation will always be there. So will it ever be dead, right? Gains will be made forever and always. But the big thing is building bags right now in the accumulation phase. I can't explain how much better it feels growing my bags now and not be worried about it because I'm catching this whole flat bottom, regardless of I'm catching all of that, right? But the moment that it kicks and it kicks hard, since I've been buying throughout all this time and creating such a bottom priced entry, right? I'm set up to do so well. We're all set up to do so well. If you're watching crypto content, regardless of if it's me or anybody else, if you're watching crypto content and learning right now and building your bags, and every week you got a little plan, $100 here, $50 here, $20 here, whatever your limit is, and you're doing that, you can probably buy Bitcoin right now and see easy 5x. And that's life changing for some people that don't have any money, right? But the altcoins are going to rip. They are going to rip. And the fact that people are not buying right now is mind boggling to me. because these prices, I'm at a 95% discount, right? If say you're doing a job, right? You're building a house. You go to Home Depot and it just everything plummets, right? And now I'm buying lumber for a 95% discount, right? And I build that house, right? About 80% of that house's value is based off of the materials that's used to make it with the comps in the area in your location. But if the value of wood goes up, you are making money on the house because the value of wood goes up, right? And you bought it at a 95% discount. So I'm buying crypto at a 95% discount right now, stacking up my bags, and I make money every day, right? My risk to reward ratio is so much better now because I'm buying now. See, the trick, people always will buy on the upswing, right? And instead of buying on the accumulation phase, the upswing is where you really need to buy it. I mean, it is where you don't want to buy it. You want to buy it on the accumulation phase. Um, yeah, I'm a Hexian. I love drip, love Hex, Pulse Chain, Animal Farm. Uh, I am, kind of in both. I think that both communities are very smart, very bullish, very open to things, and I think Hex is amazing. I think PulseX is absolutely so awesome. But uh, kind of lately, since we've been waiting for Pulse Chain and stuff to come out, doing a little bit more drip content, but I have love for both sides. This accumulation right now with both of them has been going extremely well. I'm technically up um, since I'm buying so much. Not up. My entry and my price levels are so much lower than where I was. Right. Um, yep. Diversify. So I wish I could go all in on something. Right. But I have about like uh I call it the Elite Eight, right? So I have my eight projects that I'm in, right? And where I was at, I was in so many other projects and trying to grow my bags and just hit something. You know what I mean? I was trying to just make some money somewhere in crypto during the last bull run. And throughout that process, I learned a lot. I got rugged. I got, you know, slow rugged. I was into all types of random crap. But one thing that was that killed it, right? I caught Hex on a very low time, right? So I barely caught the end, right? But since I held, I didn't get to take any profit, but it was awesome seeing it go up. Drip, I bought the absolute pretty much all-time high, but throughout all of that, right? I've been able to DCA my way up to just killing it, right? So now every day I'm making more and more, right? Um, and bro, it's all good, dog. Uh, I appreciate you being sub though, regardless. So I that's awesome though. Welcome back. If you have any questions, just please put them in the chat. I'm just up here ranting for a little bit. 20, I'll do it for another 10, 15 minutes, but just hop on, make some content. Shout out to all three of y'all that are watching. And So I hit a little bit at the end of Hex, but at the end of the day, Drip has been a builder, and obviously it's a little more risky than Hex, in my opinion, right? Because it's a lot more. I mean, it's a daily ROI, right? And that's tough to do. And if the only thing that we have to worry about is if Forex does anything, I mean, the contract's immutable, so I don't know how he could. But they want to people always change stuff and do different things, but he hasn't. It's been the exact same the whole entire thing, just like Hex, right? The same exact code since the beginning. Drip has been, and I mean that's super bullish in the long term. To be able to kind of ride through this whole entire bear market and not change a thing when a lot of other people are changing the amount you can get per day, changing the amount you can, withdraw, locking it up completely. If you have a big bag, you're just like not allowed to take out. And drip, you have none of that. You None of that. Hex, you have none of that. And people don't realize the power of DeFi until it's too late. I think this is going to be, we saw it at the end of the bull market. This is going to be one of the biggest years for DeFi, not only because of the growing popularity of it, but with FTX getting absolutely ripped and shammed, right? Those guys absolutely suck. With them going up and all these other centralized exchanges going up, people will wake up. I do believe in people, and they're going to wake up and realize that with all of these centralized exchanges, that isn't crypto. And with these decentralized exchanges, we are validators. We are the middlemen. We are, right? We're just going with me to the contract, right? And we're interacting with that contract. There's nobody else. Nobody else. It's just us and the contract, right? There's no 3-day hold, right? There's no, hey, where do you live? Just in case we got to, put a lien on your house or whatever. It's just you and the contract. And with that type of decentralization, will bring so much more price potential because and privacy, right? People will love the fact when they find it, they'll love the fact that I don't have to put any trust into anybody but myself, right? If it's a safe, it has a good track record, flawless uptime, right? Immutable, these things will create so much more, you know, price potential and power during a full bull market, especially with the virality that crypto has, right? Crypto has this, I don't know what it is. It dies, right? It drops and people are not about it. But what happens is once they get in, their brain will never forget it, regardless. They will never forget it. And once that stuff goes right back to doing what it was doing when they first found out about it and that everything was going up, this is exactly when we have that person in crypto for life, right? Same thing with me. 2016 saw Bitcoin was kind of rising a little bit, and I hit a nice peak, right? I even bought more at the top, dumped, right? And what I did, I took the L. I made it, maybe 1,000, 1,500 bucks, right? Nothing crazy, but I never forgot about it. But I didn't quite get it yet. Never forgot about it. So this next bull market comes, and I just absolutely have an epiphany and realize what I've been doing and missing this whole time throughout this whole bear market. And you know what I did? I kicked myself for not realizing it, realizing where the prices go, realize how long it takes for it to go up or down all the way, or how long it takes to actually accumulate and start that trend, that uptrend again. This bear market, I am not going to do that at all. I made it a huge point to not only make more money in the real world, but invest constantly in crypto and in good projects, good long term projects, people that have a vision for the future instead of just a, hey, this is my roadmap for next month. It's a, hey, this is where we think we can be 5, 10 years from now. And the fact that people don't realize that, it disgusts me, right? Because obviously it's very risky during this time. You could lose some, right? But technically, you will never lose money on something that's down if you don't sell it. You can hold, you can wait, you can build your bags, you can keep buying it and lowering that price entry so you can see all of those X's you're going to do during the bull market. And the moment you realize this is the moment you actually start to have a plan, right? That plan is vital to what you're going to do during the bull market because you can't just wing it, right? I wung it the last one because I had some Bitcoin before doing some online stuff, online gambling and whatnot, but I didn't hold it for long enough. I didn't understand the cycles. I didn't understand that this is going to happen, right? Just like it did the last time, right? I will not be caught dead lacking on this bear market. I'm so bullish on this bull market. It blows my mind, right? I just need to have my bags correct by the start of 2024. Anything else is out. It's done. Dead. I'm going to have my bags absolutely juicy. So a 10x, just only a 10x on my bag is life-changing. And that's where we're at. Yeah, no winging it this time. I'm glad you learned, right? That's the biggest thing, right? Don't be hard on yourself. Wear it as an armor chain, right? Don't even think about anything but the bad shit. Anybody can catch a 10x during a bull market, right? You can put anything into anything, right? I put $600 into Feg like a week or two after it started, right? I'm not in it anymore, right? Overnight, held it for about a month and a half. Overnight, this thing basically does a 42x and I cash out for 28 grand. Lucky. Didn't even have any clue on what it was going to do. Anybody can do that, right? But to see 100x, 150x, 1000x total across your bags is the that takes a plan. And with learning from the new shiny object syndrome, you bounce project to project, this is going to guarantee this much and this is going to do this, right? And you stick with your guns and your true bag, right? So I got my Elite 8, right? I got my whole bag and I'm sticking to that and I'm accumulating all of those. Some a little more than others, right? Depending on price and where they're at and the longevity of that project, but I'm growing all of them. And with that plan, it's going to rip during the bull market. We got Eric Chavez. I also learned so much from the last 2 years. I can't wait to use my knowledge for the next 2 years. Absolutely facts. You guys are going to be into the select few, right? A lot of people are more into crypto than ever last bull market, right? We saw NFTs go crazy and all this kind of stuff. So a lot of people have their ears to crypto. And if you have a plan and learn from your past and you keep building your bags now, your possibility of financial freedom is so much higher, right? So this is my ideal plan, right? Since I do houses, I do crypto, I do business and remodels and stuff like that. I'm going to use my crypto initially to buy houses. All I need personally is 10 houses. 10 houses. And I can be financially free if I pay those off. So I have my number, I have my goal, I have my plan, right? In that case, I will never have to sell my crypto. All I will have to do is just buy more. I can just keep buying more, right? I could keep just earning and keep growing, right? Have this plan to it's not only about getting to that number in your wallet, right? That you want to hit. What are you going to do with that life-changing money? You need to have a well thought out long plan, right? So 2024 Bitcoin halves again. Where do you want to be before the coin halvening, right? Where do you want to be bag wise to see the X's you want? If in an ideal world, if this is going to do this amount of X, how much do I need before? And with that plan will make you really visualize what happens during this bull market so you do not have sudden wealth syndrome when you really do hit these goals that you have planned out due to your patience, due to your DCA, due to you really, really taking the time to write out and plan exactly what you're going to do. You will see so much growth. One of my biggest plans is to get as many pigs in the pen within the next 6 months. I have 5K drip. I'm good with drip unless it goes to $1, then I'll buy more. Yeah, 100%. $1 drip, absolute buy in my non-financial advice opinion. I'm trying to get as many pigs in the pen as I can. So I have my risk capital, right? You always use risk capital with risky stuff. And people that want to use more and overextend what they're doing, this will make you not really care if it goes up or down, right? Be very, very frugal in the amount you get. So you don't think, if a major thing happened in 6 months, I would need to take some out and really put some of my crypto into the real world because I over leveraged my bank account for crypto, right? Once you do that, then your stress of it is gone, right? Because everything is profit, and you will never have to really think about, okay, if this rips 10x, right? And I got this bag in my wallet and I need something in the real world, a big emergency happen, I have a big financial thing I have to pay for. You will have so much, right, time to think about that and get that situated so that does not happen to you. You need to put in as much as you can, have a 6 month safety net. As I do, calculate all of your monthly expenses, have a 6 month safety net, keep that in your savings no matter what. You can always add to it, right? But keep putting money in there and keep that amount so you have that safety net. And then everything after that, if you're cool with it, is to do your investing. I like to keep it really simple. Just keep 6 months so I can invest whatever I want and not be worried about it. Keep making money in the meantime. Um, you found a way to earn money while you sleep. That's key to success. Yeah, I think I need to start that thing. That is the key to success, right? I cannot believe I make money while I sleep. Right? Growing up, I thought that was a foreign concept, but it's totally possible. I constantly make yield, right? I constantly make yield in a bear market and just accumulating assets, right? When do I think the next bull run? I really do think it's going to follow past trends. I think it's probably going to rip a little lower this time, in my opinion. But leading up to 2024, it's going to be definitely the upward level of the accumulation phase. But I think it's gonna need Bitcoin to have again, um, and really get everything pumping. So I think the true I mean bull market, when everything is rolling and everybody's hearing about it, everybody's talking about it, it's going to be mid 2024, in my opinion. That's going to be not damn near top, but it's going to be ripping mid 2024, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but this is going to be the biggest drop due to so much corruption and so much just foul play, man. All these people just rugging, all these companies rugging, right? So there's going to be a lot of pain, a lot of over leveraged plays that need to get shaken out before we can rip up again. But with the biggest drop we've ever had, this rip upwards is going to be way bigger, right? If you really buy on these low levels, this bull market is going to be set. So I think mid 20, you know, 2024 is going to be peak rip season. So it's not going to be peak of the bull market, but it will be peak rip season and ready to launch. So whether that happens 2024, 2025, we're going to probably see some good gains early-ish mid 2024. So hope that answered your question. Um, ask me a couple questions. I got about 6 more minutes and I'm going to hop off here. Um, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. If you guys found any value in this, or you guys are just having a good time, chilling with me, just smash the subscribe button, like the video. That'd be awesome. But if you guys have any questions, can we hear your top 8? So in no particular order, I really love Drip. Really love pigs. I really love dogs. So that's that three right there in that ecosystem. I love Hex, right? I love Pulse Chain, PulseX, and then Liquid Loans, and so I slip the eight. I slide that in and out. I'm in with the eight, right? But I that's kind of like my little, tiny play, right? So, uh, it's a B&B pot. Maybe I just sacrificed for that, and that's doing okay right now. But it's mainly it's top seven, but uh, the eight kind of is in and out. So I love B&B. I love you know Ethereum, right? So I have some of these obviously for gas and whatnot, but the eighth spot is more of a small collection of things, more so than one big thing. So, not a big bag and that stuff. So, mainly that top seven. So, very uh, Forex Shark, Richard Hart, ecosystem heavy, obviously. But with, pigs, for instance, in the pig pen, I'm earning BUSD. Obviously, very bullish on BUSD. In the linear pool on dogs, you make BNB. That's super bullish. I love BNB. Obviously, B&B is net inflationary, so I don't really like that too much. But at the end of the day, they're still burning, still have a lot of utility on that blockchain, and I think the owner really, does his best. So he's got the B&B side, right, the Binance side, but then he also has the decentralized Binance Smart Chain as well. So kind of in between, but I love both of those. I do love Algorand a lot, I don't mind Algorand. I think they have a great team behind them. Um, you know, the was it Venezuela or El Salvador? I'm tripping. I think it's El Salvador. Yeah. Okay, so El Salvador, right, is using Bitcoin as money, as transactions, right? It's going to help their GDP. I think it's really stupid that they use Bitcoin, but nonetheless, they use Bitcoin, but it's not built on Bitcoin's blockchain. It's built on Algorand's blockchain. So Algorand's trying to be just like kind of like XRP, maybe a different form of ETH, but for the most part, all it is a very quick, you know, blockchain, low gas fees, transaction times very quick, processing time up. So it's a good blockchain, but very, like I said, Forex Shark, Richard Hart heavy, and the reason that is the community in both of them are so heavy. Um, Says I literally don't know anything about those. Would like to hear more about pigs, dogs, etc. I only have Hex, PZen, Sactra Pulse, Hex, and Pulse. Hey man, that's an amazing, decent amount of coins right there though. Hex, PZen, Pulse X, Pulse. I wanted to grab BNB pot, but I hesitated. Bro, it's all good. You have time to buy whatever you want, to be honest. So here, I'll just bring you over to. I'll bring up Animal Farm. Give me a second. One of the last things I'll do, I'll just run through it real quick. All right, let me get in here. My computer while going is just so. While I stream, my laptop is so slow. I'm at my girl's place right now. But so pigs are on the Animal Farm, right? And it's made by God. Hold on. Forex Shark. Forex Shark made Drip Network. Wanted to bring some utility to Drip Network, and with that, he made the Animal Farm first, the Animal Farm, but now it's the Animal Farm. Let's do a present, share screen. Uh, so we got this. I'll just bring this up real quick. Animal Farm. Just launched November 11th, November 1st, or something like that. Just continuously growing up. So Pigpen, this is the governance token of the animal farm. So with the Pigpen, you own pigs. You own pigs, which are the basically the ownership of the whole thing. And with that, you not only get more pigs from staking these, you get BUSD. The pool of BUSD right now is 1.3 million, so we get paid off of that. The dogs are the second most important coin on the whole ecosystem, and dogs are 2.27. I mean, $58, $59 right now, and these are for the farms. So you have a whole bunch of farms. You have certain things in here. You know, this is utility for drip, and this is why the animal farm was released. But you earn dogs in everything but you staking dogs BNB, dogs BUSD. So everything here you earn yield in dogs, and with that you can bring them to the dog pound. Either do the auto compounding pool, which you will receive pigs, or you can do the linear pool and receive BNB. So you can constantly earn and grow and keep doing it. There's taxes for this, right? It starts out at 90% tax. And every day when you're in this auto compounding pool, it will reduce your tax by 1%. And with these taxes, when these taxes get taken out, it will all populate to the pig pen for the payouts. So long term, this is going to be super bullish, very much so growing the whole entire thing. But these are just different things. A lot of DeFi projects have something kind of similar to this, but this is more thought out and more game theoried up than anything really into this space. Um, it's a good place to park capital right now, in my opinion. Everything's been appreciating for a while. It's been a great time, accumulating assets and really growing my bags. Super pumped to be in there. Super pumped for the whole drip community, the whole Hex community, Richard Heart ecosystem, Forex Shark ecosystem. I'm definitely going to do more content, bringing everything together. But I appreciate everybody coming, hanging out with me. Some of y'all have been here since the beginning, and super happy. Been seeing you guys, and I hope you guys have a great night. And until next time, Smooth and Crypto, we're out of here. See ya.